Hello fellow tacticians, and today's video we're going to be talking a little bit about the Rogue Trader, also known as the Whale Shop. And the reason I decided to make this video is just I know a lot of people haven't gotten access to this shop, they're wondering if it's worth it, and the answer is yes, but understand that this is late game content. This is not something you should be pushing for immediately. This should only be something you should be pushing for if you have the resources in abundance and you have all the other, I's dotted and your T's crossed. But essentially, Rogue Trader will unlock whenever you get a blue star legendary character, and that's going to look like Harkin here, who I got to blue star. So that is going all the way up through the red stars. The last one, 500 tokens. We can take a look here at my Ulf, I believe. 500 shards and 20 badges once you're already at 5 stars. So once you're able to finally get that, and that is one hell of an investment. Yes, you'll probably have characters close to being ready, like my Snotflaga's probably there. I've also got, Snappereka coming close, and maybe even Tank Smasher, yeah. So, characters that you have a lot of shards for, but also at the same time, just because you have the shards for them, I don't recommend blowing in the investment, and I'll talk about what I recommend later. But essentially, each day, you will have 3 slots filled up with different character shards that you can get. Well, you got to buy them with Aerotech, right? And this resource up here, Archaeotech, sorry. And how you get that is by excess shards that you have for that character that you've already got to blue star. You can sell them at a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, you can see here that these aren't necessarily at a 1-to-1 ratio, but essentially, you can take your excess shards. Every 4 excess shards, you can spend to buy 1 shard of another character that you might want. And these randomize throughout the day. This middle slot here, I believe, is always salvage. This bottom left slot is always a weapon. This is the an item, not a weapon. This is an exclusive weapon that we have here right now for the Dark Angels. Is the 40% crit chance and 300 crit damage. Maybe in the future we'll see some of those come out for other factions. I believe one in the talks is Tau. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to come to fruition. And then here you'll always have legendary tomes that you can buy. For anybody that isn't aware, at the end game, experience tomes are money, right? And here's why. Your characters will get hard locked for their upgrades and for their ability upgrades, right? And you need a lot of experience to get there. 217,000 experience for rank 47. I think same thing here on that character. But also look at this. I want you to take a look at this. Boom. Aethana. I need experience for any more upgrades for her. Helbrecht. World Claimer. Angrax. Volk. You can see I'm hitting a lot of the hard break points on a lot of my characters because of XP. So yes, in the later game, XP is going to be something that is very important for you to have, and this is one of the best ways to get it. However, Whale Shop, for a reason, it's also one of the most expensive ways to get it. The other guaranteed method is going to be the Guild Shop. I do buy the $100 pass, the monthly pass to get the 600 guild credits a day. That is awesome. And there is something very similar to that system in the Rogue Trader Shop. You have $100 that you can spend, and each day you get 10 Archaeotech, 1 Rec Order, and 5,000 coins. And 5,000 coins is decent, right? I don't personally believe this is worthwhile. The biggest thing here is going to be that Rec Order coming in. And unfortunately, I just don't trust in my RNG. It's just the nature of the beast, right? So, something to consider. Each day, you also have a separate little pack that you can buy. And this will vary kind of on a cycle. You'll have this one, which is Energy and Blackstone. You'll have one that is 1 legendary orb for a faction, and 5 of those legendary shards. And that one will rotate through, so you'll do Xenos, Chaos, Imperial, and then the other pack is a salvage pack, I think it has some energy in it and some salvage, and all of these packs have Archaeotech as well. So buying these packs for significantly less than, this, you could do the math real quick. I'll go ahead and pull it up for you so you can see. This, 30 days, right? 30 times 10 is going to be 300, right? And that's for $100. $100 gets you 300 Archaeotech. Or you can buy, 10 of these for, 50 a pop, 10 times 50, and you get 500. So you get more Archaeotech and spend less money. Doing the daily packs when they come out, you get better side rewards in my personal opinion, unless you really love the rec orders. Meh. You could also look here, 500 Blackstone if I were to buy 3 of these, right? Let's pull up that calculator one more time. So let's say I buy, the same amount, 10 times 500, right? 5,000. Then we'll go over here to buying gold, right? Divided by 13, right? 3.84. So you could go 10,000 times 3.84, or just 3.8. So I get 38k coins from just buying these packs here, right? Eventually, if I spend all my Blackstone on coins, compared to 5,000 times 30, ultimately you do get a lot more coins. So if coins are something that's dragging you down a little bit, I did that math right. Yeah, I did. Okay. If coins are something that's dragging you down a little bit, maybe something to consider there. So with that being said, it's take it as you would. All right. Do you want to spend the money on it? Sure. I can't personally justify spending $200 a month on this game. I probably spend more than that just on arbitrary things, but like this, 100% I know I'm spending $200 a month. Now, I talked a little bit about what's in the shop, right? I'm going to actually do a refresh for you real quick so you can see kind of what it goes. So we have 5 Azrael shards, 3 Thutmose, 5 incisors. I don't buy any of these. I just don't think they're worth character-wise for the investment, and I've already got enough Thutmose, Azrael, and incisors to promote them. What I just don't have is the orbs. Or I do, but I'm just not going to blow them on those characters. So let's go ahead and refresh here. It's the first time I've ever refreshed that shop. So we still got the Azrael shards up here in the top left. It's a featured character, so I imagine that's going to be there to stay for a little bit. Heavenfall Blade didn't actually recycle through, and I lied. It's not just salvage in this bottom middle. You can also get the Forge badges. But we got Calandus and we got Ingrax as well, neither of which I'm going to buy. However, you can see this is stock 2 of 2. I'm going to buy both of those, and boom, for that bit of Archaeotech, I just got, 4 legendary tomes. Now, it will either be in a pack of 2 or a pack of 3. Naturally, the price increases if it's the 3 versus the 2. And the 3 is definitely a lot more cost efficient. I believe it's 33 compared to 23 Archaeotech. But that is the Rogue Trader in a whole. Now I'm going to talk about how I recommend going about getting to the Rogue Trader. And the answer, we'll go to this page over here to show you. In my personal opinion, should be Chaos. If you have the excess Chaos orbs and the excess Chaos badges, you should 100% pick either Harkin or Ingrax, most likely Harkin, just because of the, the daily mission rewards that you get Harkin for. And you should ascend one of them to Legendary. And take them all the way to 5 stars. Because at this moment, at this time, there are 3 factions for Chaos. All of the Black Legion are pretty substandard, except for Ingrax and Archimados. All of the Death Guard right now aren't really worth the investment, with the exception of maybe Rotbone. And all of the Thousand Suns right now are fun, great characters, don't really have great uses at the moment. And on the current horizon, all we have to expect is more Dark Angels, more Space Wolves, and the rest of the Tyranids, which is another Xenoth faction. And if you watched my Catching Up with Jace video, you'll know my thoughts on how that looks right now in just state of the game, right? So until we get another Chaos faction, dump all this into getting somebody to Legendary 5-star. 6-star, rather. That's what I'm doing with Archimatos right now. I'm taking him to Blue Star just because I can. And because I have nothing better to spend it on. He won't even hit Diamond 1, most likely, before I do that. Other characters right now, like Malgan Ra, are going to be priority, you know, like this. And, you know, you can take a look here at the scaling, too. 50,000, 7 shards, right? Badges. And then, boom, 75k to 8 badges. Like, boom, that just crunches your gold valuation. But, man, look at that scaling. 776. It was 702 previously. Now to 850. If he crits, that's 1,000 damage. I'm sorry, well, 850 at the next rank. It will eventually be close to 1,000. For 6 hits, on top of Doom and everything else. Absolutely menace. Malgan Ra, great character. In the guild shop now, by the way. For anybody that is not tracking, bottom left corner. It's going to take you a while. Going to take you a while to get it. I did the math in the Catching Up with Jace video, but that is the Rogue Trader. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave a comment, message me on Discord, but just felt that I'd key y'all in on that. Peace.